let's get a message. I'm so sorry about the lighting. The sun is going down. We have dolphin energy. Cooperate with others. Perhaps somebody isn't very good at it, and so it'll benefit you. You might have to play a role which the authentic self refuses to do sometimes. But maybe somebody needs to lighten up and look, it'll make things like it'll be like, oh, this is good. This feels good. If you cooperate, it'll feel good. Okay, dolphin energy. My brother's favorite animal or mammal. And they're very special creatures. I think there's something super unique about them. I can't quite remember. But something very special. You guys are very special. My parents and I had a little situation a couple years ago where I was going through some things, and I was very connected. Supernatural energies were happening, like phenomena in my body and outside my body, like a bunch of things. I'll love to go through it someday. But my mom, okay, so I ended up moving in with my dad, and one day we got in a deep discussion, and he says to me, well, Mom says you think you're special. And I was like, oh my God. I didn't say that. I said, everybody's special. Like, oh my gosh, how are you going to look at your child and be like, you think you're special? My mind, this is what it is. I don't need to care what you think, but like, I have to believe that my dad and everybody connected to me has a potential doppelganger or a clone or a parallel universe that I can go in and out of. Like, so, like, my normal dad, like, would never say that, but this dad did, and I think he was fishing for me to defend my star status or something, but I don't really know what he was trying to get at, but we're all special, and we're just treated like we're not. It's so bizarre. Also, I was watching, this was last week, and this was with my mom. I was watching Dancing with the Stars. Beautiful show. And one of the contestants looked into the camera to give a shout out to his children. And he was like, reach for the stars. You guys can do anything you want. And I was watching it with my mom, and I looked at my mom and I said, or I didn't direct this at her, I just said out loud, I was like, well, my mom just wants me to go do dental. And she started laughing, like a very blind, sleepy, unconscious. Didn't get that I was like, no, sister, yo. It's not good. It's not good to not encourage your children to be what they fucking want to be, not what you fucking want them to be. I don't want to get triggered. Whoa. Okay, so we're going to cooperate with others, dolphin energy. And we are so special. We're so special, you guys. The things we can do with our minds, with our I didn't know about magic and supernatural events and phenomenons and like goddesses and gods and special people or characters. But I believed, but I didn't know until I started experiencing and seeing and feeling a couple years ago. But unless Jesus says, blessed are those who believe without seeing. And it's very interesting to just believe without seeing. But thank goodness I did. It's like somehow it was like my soul knew, but I wasn't caught up with my consciousness awareness of it all. But like something I knew. And so you can't just tell somebody something that's magical and then believe it. It's like until you experience it, you won't truly understand. But because of people, like near-death experiences and, a bunch of testimonies, a bunch of miracle work out there, it helps others who haven't experienced it believe. And so that's what we get from the dolphin energy. Cooperate with others. Perhaps there's magic to be, well, duh. I know there's groups of people that get together and they do weird things to try to manipulate people, places, and things and systems. And there's probably a lot of, I don't know. You must be born into it, or just, I don't know how people get involved with doing weird, bad things. But there's also a bunch of people that get together and do good things. I know me and my Sag Rising sisters, because me and two of my best friends are Sag Rising, they want to do witchy stuff, or at least one of them, and not like bad, but just like write something down and then burn it or something. I don't know, hold hands. There was nothing actually discussed. And I've never looked into magic books, or I didn't even do tarot until a couple years ago. None of this woo woo. I just didn't connect, and I still have a difficult time connecting with all the magic because I don't want to do something that messes the course of the future of Earth or mankind. Like, be careful. What's the message? So cooperate with others, and maybe, I know there's a new subscriber that just told me that he wants to get a tarot deck, or he's looking into some things, and it was a comment on a video titled, "These people want to thrive with you. Me too." And so I know, like, the more I'm doing these videos and the more we connect and comment and put our thoughts together, I know something very special can come out of it. And the amount of shifting in the collective consciousness that has already begun is just, whew, So good. I can just feel something happening. So cooperate with others. Dolphin energy. Let's just get I don't know. Let's see. Let's get one of these. It seems like there's not always the best timing for these, but it feels like the right time right now. What's the message from my babes? Just trying to get a message. I love you guys so much. I just got ditched tonight. I don't know what happened. Like, and you know, back in the day I would have retaliated and said some things. I don't know. I would be like, ooh. But I was like, sweet, I'm gonna go do my thing with my babes. And I was like, cool. Like, to have a purpose, an intention, a direction, a path, a place, a people. It's just so good. I love you guys so much. You don't even know. Okay, what's it say? Octurian light codes. Evolutionary downloads. Recalling power. Future thinking. So, Octurian. I haven't studied much, but I believe they were like one of the first people to establish something. Earth. I don't know. I don't know. And for some reason, I feel like saying there was the good side of these people and a bad side. Just like with every culture or people, there's the good ones within it and the bad ones within it. And I think the one character that I mentioned several times who was kind of like a super slash sub being, I don't know. I've often thought he was of this energy. Evolutionary downloads, recalling power, future thinking. I'm an Aquarius moon, and I never knew how forward thinking I was until it was so obvious that, like, my mother, no offense, and the people around me were just like, it was like they're falling behind. I'm like, come on, what are we? We gotta update things here, people. We don't need to live. It's like things change. And so future thinking, there are those of us that pave the path and lead. And so these downloads, I've had an experience where I could feel it tingling in my face everywhere. It was like star codes were just like, it was so magical, you guys. I don't know if anybody's experienced this, but then like the next day I looked like I was 10 years younger and glowing, and I know it happened. I think I had been fasting for like 3 days too, so I mean there's so much to understand about us and the alignments and how we take care of ourselves, cooperate with others, future thinking, recall the power. And so, I also want to mention the builder race, the ones before, like, there's any thing formed, like no planets or, I don't know if you guys have studied the Builder race, but they're like the first intelligent energies, or I forget exactly, but I resonate with Builder race energy, and octopus energy I believe is connected to Builder race. And the octopus is their full blown brain. There's just that all, wow. If you guys have the ability to watch The Octopus Teacher, I think it's on Netflix. Um, but it's based on a true story. It's a real documentary about a man who visited an octopus every day until they became friends and they touched and they were like cooperating together. It was one of the coolest freaking documentaries I've ever seen. Must watch. That, along with Buck, it's a documentary about a man who's like a horse whisperer. It is so good, you guys. You gotta see it. But anyways, dolphin energy, Octurian light codes, cooperate with others, and that's what I have for you guys. I love you so much. Until next time.